Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Tang StarCraft here with a Zerg vs. Terran replay analysis. Today our hero is going to be Tommy Dogon, and our opponent, Mad Warrior, the pesky Terran on Prion Terraces. Just waiting for this to load in here and we'll see what kind of strategy we're going for. Overlord, okay, a little late to move out, but that's okay. Does this drone rally to a patch? No, and it actually triple mines. Gotta watch out for that. Love that this Overlord is rallied. Will this drone be rallied to a patch? Not quite. And almost triple mined a patch, but you can see just a little bit of bouncing going on because of that. And okay. You don't see this every day. So just a quick thought. I believe, and this is just pure speculation, I almost never see this, but I believe the correct response is to get this drone attacking this SCV right away, and even maybe consider pulling a second worker so that you can prevent the SCV completely from building any further, and then actually get started attacking it with some of the drones. But generally speaking, you're pretty much just going to get your gas in your pool almost right away. Yeah, try to take this base? Are we going to have any luck? Of course not. Terrans. Terrans. So again, I think you definitely want to be attacking this SCV more vigilantly. But aside from that, I guess you can try to take your gold, maybe? Or even just get your pool and gas going. Yeah, there's the pool. This is the kind of thing you want to prevent him from doing, is getting any more extra building time on this. And that's why I think you can go ahead and just have 2 workers be harassing this type of stuff. It doesn't really cut into too much, because if you're delayed, like if he's delayed this base a bit, then you're going to be banking a little extra larva, as you can see. So you can usually afford, for that reason as well, to have a couple of workers attacking. I just realized that the volume might be super high. I'm going to turn it down just in case. Okay. Yeah, I mentioned the gas. This is why, too, because you'll be banking up a little extra workers, so I think you can get the gas around the time as the pool. But otherwise, you stick to the steps for the most part, so maybe an Overlord, Queens, Lings, that kind of thing. I definitely think could have afforded the Overlord just to not be at 3 larvae. I like it, though, into the gas and Roach Warren. Yeah, I just think maybe the gas a little earlier would have helped you afford more roaches. And I do think that you still want to get like some lings out. Notice we're banking a lot of minerals, so it'd be nice to get like 3 sets of lings instantly. That way you can break these rocks. Like, I already have the Overlord, by the way, up to 30. So you can break this engineering bank quickly, break this, force the cancels on those, and at least get your expansion hatchery started about now at the latest. Oh no, still no lings. There it is. And with money this high, exactly, 2 Overlords, probably a second Queen. Beautiful, exactly. And then into maybe some roaches. I don't mind the idea, actually, of that Queen going down and attacking this. And this is nice, so yeah, taking the second gas, injecting, taking the expand. And should be seeing all that gas go into exactly what it is. Roaches and eventually Ravagers. Because you're right, like this puts you back a little bit and stuff, but it costs him actually a lot to build these 2 structures and not cancel them for so long. As you can see, like, he's not anywhere near anything like a Banshee or a tank. Lots of Overlords. And still able to hit a pretty nice aggressive timing here. Would like to see a couple Ravagers first. Yeah, so in this time, where you're waiting for these reinforcements, that's when you're morphing the Ravagers. Nice. Skip the speedlings this game, I don't mind that. You know, looking at the money disparity and everything, I just want to go back and say that maybe if the gas, like the very first gas, was started around the time as the pool, you could have afforded the speed and not have it cut into the roaches and everything too much. And then here, yeah, should be transferring from the main to the expansion workers, but mostly going to be focusing on this attack. So ideally what you want to have happen here, like this is nice actually, this Overlord may have baited his units down or something. We'll go back and take a look at that. Let's see our opponent's vision. Okay, so he was moving down anyway, sees the Overlord, goes and starts attacking it, but oh, there's the timing. And this is actually really nice. These units are getting picked off when most of his army's up here. But either way, you're going to have a really nice time here because roaches are so good against this composition. But because you have slow lings, you want to be careful not to get them roasted by the Hellions. When the Hellions are involved in this fight, you might try to keep your lings away, like behind the roaches. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so here's about the time where like these units I might scurry behind here just to keep them alive while this stuff kills all this, no problem. Is he morphing into Hellbats? Yeah. I don't think that's going to help him too much. You got the nice composition here, Roach-Ravager. If you want, you can micro away these low HP Ravagers. Like this guy could be brought to here and then morphed into a Ravager. Sorry, Roach. Low HP Roach. Like before it dies or something, just pull it back, morph it into a Ravager, and it comes back into the fight full HP. Looks like it's just going to break him here.
Base is under attack.
This is part of the reason I'd really like to have the speedling done by now, is you would want your reinforcements to be lings off of these two hatcheries, because they're the only things really that are going to catch up in time to help this out. But, yeah, and then maybe the queens could be injecting a bit more, and maybe just having overlords rallied to spots like this as you build them. So that you could have like 5-6 overlords on the map. That just prepares you for the mid-game a little better. Either way, though, this is going to do so much economic damage, and, I mean, looking at the supply, it's going to be tough for Terran to come back from this, no matter what. Oh! Nice hit while the Hellbat's transitioning. Not too much to say here. I think this is just going to end the game. And that's awesome. Yeah, so I think the only real thing to take away from this is when your expansion is delayed by, like, whatever it is, pylons, engineering bay, depot, you probably want to get the gas and the pool started almost right away. And then get the lings out when the pool's done as quickly as possible, like just 2 or 4, maybe 6. And that way you can get your expansion just a little bit earlier than you got in this game. But what this game shows is that when you're thrown off early, like what this game is a good example of, is like when you're thrown off early to stick to that general step. Like you had the idea of hitting with a Roach-Ravager-Ling timing, and it was different because of being delayed and just like the way the game worked out. But you still hit that timing, you still stick to that consistent plan, and it works out. Like sometimes your opponents do that type of thing and they don't necessarily have as solid of a follow-up as you do. So that was nice.